The second-generation Ford Performance midsize pickup truck is in every way an upgrade from before, so let's skip the potatoes and talk about the new big boy lurking under the bonnet. Powering the new Ranger Raptor is a 3.0-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 petrol engine taken from the Bronco Raptor, developing a whopping 397 PS at 5,650 RPM and 583 Nm of torque at 3,500 RPM for Europe. It's detuned to 288 PS and 491 Nm. This is a massive boost compared to the outgoing 2.0-liter bi-turbo EcoBlue diesel mill, which makes 213 PS and 500 Nm. The new V6 has cylinder blocks made from compacted graphite iron, which Ford says is 75% stronger and up to 75% stiffer than a conventional cast iron unit. The turbochargers feature a race-derived anti-lag system to ensure rapid boost delivery on demand. For example, in Baja mode, the turbos can continue spinning for up to 3 seconds after the driver backs off the throttle, but they can get back on the gas and still have peak throttle response and propulsion. Ford Performance Chief Engineer for the Ranger Raptor, Dave Burns, says the new pickup is significantly faster this time, blending sheer raw power with mechanical and technical precision to create the most advanced Ranger ever. On a 10 km test track, the new Ranger Raptor performs a full minute quicker than the older Raptor, which is no small feat. The 3.0 LV6 brings a different dynamic to the Ranger Raptor that will satisfy even the most hardcore performance enthusiast, he adds. It's hot hatch fast on dirt. The automaker will still offer the 2.0-liter bi-turbo diesel for selected markets, though it's unclear whether the reworked 4-pot will make more power than before. This is the same engine used on the regular Ranger variants, but the Raptor will get its own power profile, just like the outgoing model. As before, it gets a 10-speed automatic transmission, with adaptive shift scheduling, but specially calibrated such that each gear has its own boost profile. Selectable on-road drive modes include normal, sport and slippery, while off-road modes comprise of rock crawl, maximum traction and momentum on looser surfaces, sand, mud and ruts, and the famous Baja off-road race mode. Like the Bronco Raptor, there are active valves in the exhaust system, 2.5-inch twin pipes, as well, complete with 4 sound profiles, quiet, normal, sport and Baja, that can be chosen via the R button on the steering wheel. According to Ford, the exhaust behaves like a straight-through system in Baja mode, but is intended for off-road use only. Sure. To make sure the Ranger Raptor can handle both the extra firepower and off-road abuse, the chassis is greatly strengthened with unique mounts and structural reinforcements. Even the shock tower and rear shock brackets are much beefier this time to cope with the stress loads. The suspension is completely redesigned with lightweight aluminum upper and lower control arms. The adaptive Fox shocks are the latest 2.5-inch live valve internal bypass absorbers filled with Teflon-infused oil that reduce friction by around 50% compared to the previous Raptor. These shocks are the most sophisticated units ever fitted on a Ranger. Rebound characteristics, spring rates, ride height and valve tuning are all specially tuned to provide the best balance between on-road and off-road performance. The Raptor is now more planted and stable on paved roads, and Fox's progressive bottom-out control system prevents the pickup from squatting under hard acceleration. There's also a Watts linkage at the back. For the first time, there's an advanced permanent 4-wheel drive system with a new electronically controlled 2-speed transfer case. Both axles also get locking differentials, plus a new trail control, which is basically cruise control but for off-roading. It's operable to a maximum speed of 32 km per hour, and can be engaged when drivers want full concentration on maneuvering challenging terrains. In terms of design, the Raptor is evidently a Ranger on steroids. The bonnet is vented, the Ford lettering on the grille is bolder, and the wheel arches are flared out to accommodate the wider 17-inch wheels. Beadlock wheels are available only for the Australian and New Zealand markets, with 33-inch BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tires. It features matrix LED headlights with dynamic bending lights and C-clamped DRLs as standard, LED tail lights, as well as redesigned Raptor-branded cast aluminum side steps. There's some serious underbody protection too, courtesy of the 2.3 mm thick high-strength steel bash plate. This protects key components like the radiator, steering system, front crossmember, engine sump and front differential. Functional bits include twin-rated tow hooks at the front and back for recovery, but details regarding towing and loading capacities have yet to be released.
The 2023 Toyota Sequoia arrives with a standard hybrid powertrain. Toyota's full-size SUV shares a platform with the new Tundra, but the only engine choice is the 437 horsepower twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 hybrid. This is the 2023 Toyota Sequoia full-size 3-row SUV, and it shares many components with the 2022 Tundra pickup. It comes standard with the iForce Max hybrid powertrain with a twin-turbocharged 3.4-liter V6 that produces a total of 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. Arriving in the summer, it'll be available in SR5, Limited, Platinum, TRD Pro, and Capstone models starting at around $50,000. Toyota is revamping its ancient body-on-frame offerings with technology from the modern era, including better interiors with massive touchscreens, coil-sprung rear suspensions, and more efficient powertrains. The 2022 Tundra pickup arrived first, aiming to capture a larger share of the full-size pickup market dominated by Ford, Chevy, and Ram, and now the new 2023 Sequoia full-size SUV is here with similar upgrades. And it only comes as a hybrid. Like the new Tundra, the Sequoia is built on Toyota's TNGA-F platform, but it's shorter in length compared with the full-size pickup. This platform also underpins the new global Land Cruiser and Lexus LX, but the former isn't sold here anymore. The Sequoia now uses a solid rear axle instead of an independent setup like the previous generation and the Chevy Tahoe, Ford Expedition, and Jeep Wagoneer. Rear air springs and adaptive dampers are available, and the off-road-oriented TRD Pro model has 2.5-inch Fox dampers with internal bypass chambers and remote reservoirs and 33-inch Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires. Unlike the Tundra, which is available with a non-hybrid twin-turbocharged 3.4-liter V6, the Sequoia comes standard with the iForce Max hybrid setup. It has an electric motor between the twin-turbo V6 and 10-speed automatic transmission that's powered by a roughly 1.5 kWh nickel-metal hydride battery pack. This combination provides 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. Toyota hasn't announced fuel economy estimates yet for the Sequoia or Tundra hybrids, but Sequoias can tow up to 9,000 pounds. That's 600 pounds more than the Chevy Tahoe's max rating, but less than the Ford Expeditions and Jeep Wagoneers. To help with hauling, a towing technology package adds a trailer backup guide, and towing mirrors and a surround view camera are available.